host Ilana Muhlstein, registered dietitian nutritionist, and you're watching Living Healthy, Living Well. On today's episode, we're going to learn about the benefits of exercise and teach you how to find a fitness routine you can actually enjoy and keep up with. We'll be interviewing acclaimed personal trainer and entrepreneur, Minna Hershkowitz, who recently opened her own innovative and exciting fitness studio in Los Angeles that she's going to tell us all about. As you might know, I specialize in permanent weight loss and weight management. It's one of my greatest passions and expertise, given that I personally lost a lot of weight myself and successfully maintained it for many years. And once I qualified, I immediately joined the National Weight Control Registry. The NWCR is the largest investigation and study of long-term successful weight loss maintenance, and it consists of over 10,000 people who've lost about 60 pounds on average and have kept it off for 5.5 years. So these are really the people that we want to be learning from. Not some celebrity who did a cleanse and gained it back quickly, but from people who managed to lose a lot of weight and kept it off for the long term. So in doing my research and collecting all the data for how all these people lost so much weight and kept it off, one of the big underlying commonalities is that they stay active and they really engage in a consistent workout routine. In fact, they found that 94% of these people increased their physical activity in some way, and most of the people actually reported that it came from walking. So the two most important components that I want to talk about in today's fitness episode is the first thing is we need to get more active in our current everyday schedule and find ways to just get walking more throughout the day. And the second thing is to find a higher impact workout routine that we can actually enjoy this time. So let's explore the concept of boosting our activity in our current everyday lifestyle. We're now learning that working out is no longer enough. We need to stay more active throughout the day and every day. We are now spending, as Americans, 9.3 hours sitting per day, which is actually more than we're sleeping. And the National Institutes of Health study of 240,000 people showed that those who spent the most time sitting had a 50% greater increased chance of dying from any cause and a greater increase of dying from heart disease. So in addition to focusing on adding more activity, we also need to start shunning inactivity. So instead of thinking about how you're going to work out for 1 hour a day, instead let's bring the focus on how you're not going to be sitting for 23 hours in the day. Also, MRI images show that sitting for hours puts a lot of pressure on our fat cells in our back, and it really causes us in our body to produce 50% more fat, which expands our fat tissue on our rear and our back. Think about it. If you're sitting behind a chair all day, your back is really pressing on those fat cells and causing them to expand and grow more. So our first great tip that we need to share today is we need to be getting up for 2 minutes every 20 minutes in our workday. A 2-minute walk every 20 minutes is enough to stabilize our blood sugar and has been shown in studies to improve creativity and productivity and also reduce fatigue at work. So one way we can do this is by taking our phone calls outside when you're doing business. That way you can walk around while on a call. Another great way to do this is to focus on drinking water. If you focus on drinking water throughout the day, you're going to have to get up several times to the water fountain to refill your water bottle. And the last tip for really getting active throughout the day is always, always, always take the stairs. There's no reason to ever take an elevator in any building like 10 stories or less. So really make sure that you are walking all the time, especially where I live in California and Los Angeles. There are not many high rises like there are in New York City. So really we should always be taking the stairs. And when I take the stairs, I always notice I beat the people who are waiting for the elevator. It's actually more efficient and will get you places even quicker. And then another tip for just walking throughout the day is invest in a pedometer bracelet. Now they're actually ranging from $0, which could just be a free app on your phone, to about $150 for a really intellectual pedometer bracelet that will also track your high impact activity and your sleeping. And I really recommend investing in this pedometer because they show that people who wear a pedometer and track their walking increase their overall activity by 27%. and their weight decreases and their blood pressure has been shown to decrease. So the real goal is 10,000 steps per day, which is about 5 miles. And right now, the average American is walking about 5,000 steps. And there's no coincidence that Americans walking 5,000 steps have a 34% obesity rate, whereas the average Australian walks about double that, 9,700 steps, about 10,000 steps, and they have a 16% obesity rate. So if you really do the math, it's half as many steps, double the obesity rate. Double the amount of steps, half of the obesity rate. So these are really statistics that we can't avoid, which means we really need to get up and get moving and get walking. So now that we're ready, grabbing our pedometers and water bottles and taking the stairs, let's explore our goal number 2, which is finding a higher impact workout, something cardiovascular that really gets the heart going that we can actually enjoy. This high-impact cardiovascular workout that I'm talking about is essential for controlling our weight because it burns a lot of calories, it strengthens our heart, and it's been clinically shown to not only boost our mood and release endorphins, but also improve our amount of deep sleep, which is extremely important. But if the idea of running on a treadmill like a lab rat doesn't appeal to you, we need to find something that will work because in order to keep up with a workout routine, you have to like it. And there's always something that everyone can like and enjoy. The best trick I can give people is to think back to your childhood and remember what you genuinely loved to do. If you were great at basketball or baseball as a kid, find a local league. They can be really fun, and staying on a team helps you stay accountable in your workouts, especially if you're on a team with your good friends. Also, if you loved to dance as a kid, Zumba classes are a perfect match. They're so much fun and they burn an incredible amount of calories. You can also go to your local college and ask them to use their tennis courts, racquetball courts, swimming pools for more diverse workouts. And another great tip is to think seasonally. Just like we discussed changing up your produce in our first episode, we also want to change out our workouts. And you can definitely do this quarterly in how our seasons change. So think about it. We can play flag football in the fall and do some pumpkin picking. In the winter, we can go skiing and snowboarding because those are ideal fit-friendly vacations. Spring is the perfect time to garden and go hiking. And summer is all about beach volleyball and laps in the pool. So definitely go out today. Think about your childhood, think about what you can enjoy, think about friends you can do them with to help you stay accountable, and let's just get moving. Today we are honored to have a personal trainer and owner of Sandbox Fitness, Minna Hershkowitz. Minna has been a personal trainer for over 8 years, both in New York and in LA. She has extensive experience training people of all age groups and specializes in TRX, Surfset, Bootcamp, Zumba, and strength and conditioning workouts. We also share several clients together, and they all speak so highly of Minna's fitness knowledge and training skills. We're excited to have you on today, Minna.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So we all know the importance of switching up our workouts in order to stay engaged and diversify our muscle groups. But sometimes people find themselves in a fitness funk. What are some tips you have to help people spice up their workout regimen?
Well, the number one excuse is people always say they don't have time to work out. So I always tell people, get out of your head that you have to work out for a whole hour. You don't need an hour to work out. You literally can get an amazing workout in 15 to 20 minutes. Just work out hard, high intensity, and you can get awesome results.
That's a great tip. I love that. And it's a great way to fill in your workout little spots in the day so you don't feel like you get in that funk of not working out.
Yeah.
So that's a really good one. And then I know you opened up your own gym, Sandbox Fitness, which is entirely on sand, and I even got to try one of your amazing classes. But what are some benefits of working out on the sand?
Well, we all know how hard it is to run on the beach. If anyone has ever ran on the beach, it's super challenging. You get really winded. So imagine doing a full workout, squats, planks, push-ups, running. Anything that you do in the sand is a lot more challenging on the body, but it's also really good for your joints.
Right. And I definitely tried the class and definitely was harder than most classes, for sure. And then for people not near the sand, what are some tips for alleviating joint pain, at the gym?
I mean, the most important thing is making sure you warm up, you stretch, you get a good cool down, and you don't just jump into your workout, because that's how you get injured and that's how you tear muscles and joints.
Right. And there's always like a conflict of whether you're supposed to stretch before workout or after workout. What's your take?
My take is you need to be warm. You don't want to stretch a cold muscle. So there's something called dynamic stretching and static stretching. So before a workout, you can do dynamic stretching where you're constantly moving. You're not holding a stretch for too long. That you do in the beginning to get warm, and then a static stretch at the end to hold it and to really get flexible.
Right, and hold it for a while. That's a good tip. And then we always keep talking about diversifying our workouts, but what are some of the best moves that we should always keep in our workout routine?
I did briefly mention them before. The 5 basic, most amazing exercises that you can do is push-ups, planks, squats, lunges, and pull-ups.
The hard ones.
The hard ones, the ones people don't like to do.
Right. Okay, good. And is that because they all work a different muscle group? Or?
They're just a full body workout. You get the most bang for your buck. They're not working out small little muscle groups. It works out every muscle in your body, and they're all stabilizers and just really good for your core. You know, the bigger muscles in your body, the ones that burn more calories. And
like you said, you could probably do those 5 exercises in a good 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be a full hour.
Oh yeah, like that 15-20 minute workout, you do those 5 exercises 3 to 4 times. I mean, you'll feel.
For sure. And probably see the difference as well.
Oh
in
yeah,
your body.
You'll feel it and you'll see the results too.
Okay, good. And then I know that your husband and you own this gym together, and he's also a personal trainer. What are the benefits of working out with a partner?
I think it's really motivating to work out with someone. I mean, if it's your spouse especially, or a partner, even a friend, I mean, just having a workout buddy is really important. It gets you going, it keeps you on track, and they kind of hold you accountable. And there have been studies even showing that people who do work out with a spouse or a friend, they actually stay on track, and their fitness goals are actually, they have better results than people who just go by themselves.
I love that. I always say that healthy habits foster healthy relationships.
Exactly.
So couples that work out together do really good. Couples that start smoking together and drinking together, it gets a little more difficult.
Yeah, and it's hard if one of you are eating really healthy and working out, and the other one's pigging out and just being lazy.
For sure. It puts a huge strain on the relationship. So I love working out with a spouse. It's the best thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And it's like a date. I mean, you can go date night, go try a different workout, you know, one night a week, and instead of going out to dinner and drinking.
And that's a great way to diversify your workouts too. So we're coming full circle.
Exactly, we're back to square one.
Thank you, Minna. So thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your insight and your expertise with us.
Of course.
Minna, where can our viewers find you and your gym, Sandbox Fitness?
We are on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, 13557 Ventura Boulevard. And the first class is free, so come try a workout out.
It's really fun. I really recommend everyone try it. I have a good fitness routine, but I always try to spice it up like we're recommending, and Sandbox Fitness is the way to do it. You are sore for days. So thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So to increase our fitness for the week, let's really focus on our 2 main goals. The first one, let's get more activity into our current everyday routine by taking the stairs, getting up more from our desk, and just weaving in that workout whenever we can. And number 2, let's get a fitness workout we can actually enjoy. So really assess your current fitness routine. Ask yourself, are you happy doing it? And maybe look into some of those other suggestions we had, like swimming, playing basketball, hiking, things that you can actually have fun with. So let's get up and let's get started today. And don't forget to always reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know how it's going. Send us your questions and share your successes as well. Good luck and have a great and active week. Be sure to subscribe to emPOWERme.tv. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.